Hello, welcome to Chi Chat. It's our Sunday live stream, and I've got everybody here having their nom noms. I'm going to try and turn around my screen. There we go. You see the puppies are here having their noms. I got both the boys over here. I gave them a bone so that they would all be chilled out. We've got Lucy. Hi, Annie Deborah. Annie Deborah's first today. I'm going to turn on the light over here. I don't know if that lights her up any better. We do have some sunlight coming in. We got our extra hour we were talking about last week. Hi, Annie Marlene. So we have our boys here. I gave them their bully sticks. Hi, Zachary. Yeah, good boy. Okay, got eye boogies. You've been waiting for me. Well, I was a couple minutes late, I guess. I was working on that little picture that I put up of them boys. Here we go. It's just a Miss Lucy. Is she having fun? Hopefully we won't get it back. I don't mind giving it up if we had more sunlight during the winter. How does everybody else feel about that? Hey Maya, say hi to Annie Deborah. Say hi. Say hi. Annie Deborah doesn't want your bone. Say hi. Say hi to her. Say hi, Annie Deborah. I give you hugs. I give you kisses. Because she's all curled up the other way. We're not going to see her face unless she turns around. Maya, you're going to turn around so we can see you. Hi, Nancy. The wave is an accident. I don't know. I was busy looking for dogs. Let me see. What was the wave? Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Doggy Daddy is not with me today. Henceforward, I wanted to go ahead and have the dogs occupied so that they weren't on my face while we were chatting. Let me just turn on the light so we can see your face. There we go. There's your face. Are you enjoying your noms? Oh, we love you too. So what I do now when I give them their NAMI sticks is we'll do some toothpaste before I give it to them. And I have two different types of things that I give them before I give them a chew. And what I'm doing here is hoping that they're brushing their own teeth after we have softened the tartar. Oh, that wave. Okay, I missed that. Okay. I thought you put up a waving hand because everybody else did. Look at these chewers. I really want Lucy to chew some. Lucy had those two little baby teeth up at the top that we didn't have pulled because her alignment wasn't affected by her little baby teeth. Although I've been trying to keep them brushed, and I check them regularly, they're actually loose. So I'm having some coffee with you guys. I'm going to see if I can get Maya to move so I can put my coffee on the table because she just snugged all up here. I mean, I don't know how many of you have dogs or had dogs, that as soon as you get up out of someplace, they like to put their bodies right where your warm butt was. So it's more like you move your meat, you lose your seat. And that's what happens to me all the time. Come here. Whoop. There. We're just going to guide her. Her baby teeth are loose, Annie, Marlene. She had 2 retained baby shark teeth on her upper canines. And when her big girl teeth came in, they came in perfectly, but right in front of the baby teeth. So I talked to the vet, and her jaw and her teeth are perfectly aligned. So she said, let's leave them in there and see, if they come out, before her next time to go in for her dental. As all of you know, we do yearly dentals at the vet, as well as try to take care of their teeth with some chews like this. I don't leave this anymore on the floor for them because Maya got too much protein having this available all the time. So that affected her liver and gave her the high liver enzymes. So we figured out that this is the protein that she had. I'm going to... Actually, I'm crawling on the floor so I can give you guys a good view of the dogs. And I can see chat. I don't know if it's going to be Tooth Fairy time. If the Tooth Fairy was coming, Tooth Fairy should have come to me, because when I had that tooth pulled out in the back of my mouth, that was absurd. I had it done in early February, and I'm still struggling with it in early March because it's just left such a big hole in my head. It is what it is. Well, she's really enjoying her choo-choo. Yeah. She likes that little knob on it. The movie Dog Man, I can imagine that was probably interesting. My tooth? Are you talking about my tooth, Annie Marlene? If you remember, I showed you Ozzy's big tooth when we had that pulled out. Yes, I did keep that tooth. I saved Ozzy's great big one that they had pulled out. The baby tooth that wouldn't come out and was giving him all kinds of trouble. Yeah, we had that monster pulled out. It would have never fallen out. Never. And I did keep the tooth that the dentist pulled from me, because that was a 25-year-old failed root canal, and the roots told the story about why it was failed. My roots were curled at the ends so that they couldn't get in there and do the job right. So yeah, I did keep that because it was a monster. That tooth was a monster. Oh, everybody liked the alley little clips. I had a sweet time making that. I felt like I got to know her while I was doing it. I figured Annie Marlene was going to be no good for a couple hours, and she did say she was. Nancy says Allie was beautiful, and she thanks you, Marlene, for sharing. Alessia says she's beautiful. Annie Deborah's thinking, Alessia. I haven't gotten any fresh email. I didn't check this morning because I've been busy with the dogs and so forth. But I haven't gotten any new email from you, Auntie Deborah, with any more photos. I gave Auntie Deborah a sneak peek of what I was going to do for Auntie Marlene. Auntie Marlene hit my fan box with more photographs. I did do Mommy's Girl for Auntie Deborah first, and I sent her a private back in, with an email. But with one photo, it would be very, very short. I mean, super short. And so I wanted to showcase the dogs just a little bit more. Oh, you've tried everything. Oh, no. I even cleaned out my email box. I don't know. I had so many subscriptions and so forth. It was absolutely crazy in my email box. You know, I have something I'm going to have to go back and check. I want to make sure I didn't like accidentally start sending the email into a different email bin. I want to go check it. I ended up getting 12 from Auntie Marlene, and I just chose I chose the ones that would work the best with the format that I did to animate them, and that I felt would show some of her personality. That's why I like to have a few. And each picture is up in the video for anywhere from 3 to 5 seconds, depending on how the animation works. So that's why I ask for more than one, but less than 30. It's a lot. It's a lot to go through, and I enhance them before I go ahead and animate them. Oh, thank you, Annie Deborah. Annie Deborah said it was really awesome. Let me switch over to another. These two were having their snack together, the boys. Yeah, Annie Deborah does. She needs a helper. My goodness, Zachary almost lost his dog once because the door was open. Look, one time I had Moxie. Now we all know that Moxie was like my little magnet. She was never far from me. And I went out the front door, and this is when I lived in Indiana. Went out the front door, and I guess I was carrying stuff in and out. Didn't realize that she had followed me out. So I didn't realize, hi, Pappy. I didn't realize that I was going to have to look for her to come in. And I just went in the house and was doing my business. And I don't know. She was out there for a little while, but there was some scratching on the door. And there was Moxie standing on the outside saying, hey, Mom, you want to let me back in, or am I going to be out here living in the grass? What's going on? So, Pappy, I saw your note that you're going to be taking a break from filming for a little bit. Is that what I read correct? Annie, Deborah, and I were talking in the comment section about too bad she didn't like grab the house that was right next door to me. I'd put in a gate so she could come back and forth. I'd take care of her email. It's pretty tough getting these getting all the editing done and taking care of you've got 4 dogs. You've got Zelda that we rarely see on your channel. She's a pretty girl. Oh my goodness, Zelda's pretty too. You're blessed. These boys have been pretty close. They've been doing all kinds of things together. Very tolerant of each other. Oh, this is so relaxing for me just to sit there and listen to them nom. YouTube has you beat. Are you meaning that the algorithm isn't friendly? Or is it just, it's just a lot, isn't it? Hi, dearie. Welcome. Nancy has some videos of her dogs up on her channel. You could just go to her little house on the web and see them. They're so cute. They're so full of it. Her dogs have some personality. Yes, there's Freckle Loki face. He looked like Zachary says that when he saw his dog at the gate, it looked like he had come back from shopping because how he acted. I've just been out at the shops, just getting some sniffs and so forth, and I'm back now. They have some bully stick. They're cadet bully chews. And I have put some toothpaste on their teeth a little bit ago, and that's supposed to soften up tartar. But, you know, it's really, really hard to get their teeth brushed. So what I do is I will cheat. And I put that toothpaste on after their meal. I actually just give it to them, let them lick it. Or I can go in there and rub it on them. And then I give them something like this. And this causes some friction, and they're actually kind of brushing their own teeth. I'm a cheater, but I'll tell you what, this cheat works. And like Loki was in and had a checkup, just a regular comprehensive exam. We have a contract with a vet's office, and we get 2 comprehensive two videos. I got video on the head. 2 comprehensive visits a year, and they do all the blood work, and they do urine if they can get it. They do, you know, all the checkup. They make sure the dogs are bodily fit. They check their teeth, and once a year we go in and we have a full dental. I have put the toothpaste on the bully stick, but I like to get them started. If I do that, I get them started chewing it so that they get it kind of soupy at the end. You can see his, I don't know if he's going to let me have it, where it gets kind of soupy at the end. Then I will go ahead and put some on there. He wants it back. Do you want this back? Can I give it back to you? Are you a good boy? Are you a good boy? Here, you're a good boy. But what'll happen sometimes is You know, they're dogs. If I put the toothpaste on the end of the stick, there's no guarantee they're going to choose that end of the stick to actually start the chew. And, you know, we get more than enough of doggy stuff all over, you know, the carpets and all over the chairs. Our house is for the dogs, but still I have to clean it up. And I want to make sure that the toothpaste is in the mouth instead of all over the pillows and, you know, all over everything. Are you done with yours? Are you done? Oh, see, he's going over there to steal hers. Just like that. He stole it. Here, Maya. Do you want his? She's like, oh, God, no. That has his spit on it. That's gross, Mom. What are you doing? Here. You want it? She's like, I told you. Yuck. Ozzy. Ozzy, you're a thief. You're a thief. You need to go back and get your own. Go and get your own. You weasel. Are you a weasel? You're a baby weasel. You took Maya's. This one's Maya's. Maya, you want yours back or are you done? Oop, she went and got a drink. Are you done? She's done. Okay, well, I'm going to pick hers up. And he switched. He was like, oh, I'm okay. I'm okay with Ozzy spit. That's good for me. Here. You can have Loki's. I don't know. I don't think she wants it. Or do you? Do you want it? You can have it back. And we haven't showed Lucy at all. And Lucy is a chomper. Go over here and show Miss Luce. She also is protective. She doesn't want Maya to get it. Maya's come over. We'll see some side eye here from Lucy. There goes. Shit, that's not growling at me. We've got Maya over here, right here, and Lucy is saying, mm-mm. Oh yeah, see, it is, that's funny because Lucy is very polite to Maya. That was just a conversation. She was just saying, you know what? I really am having fun over here. I really don't want you over here, so why don't you just go away? Because usually when Maya will approach her, she will instantly capitulate. And by capitulate, I mean she just will, you know, give her, she goes up underneath her chin, almost like wolf behavior, and then she will roll over for her. So she's very polite. She acknowledges the queen. She has no problems with, you know, with giving up, but she will not give up a chew to anyone. I don't care if it's a pixie stick, you know, whatever I've given her, she is grateful for. She goes off on her own, but she will protect it. She will lay down that little fur and give anybody the stink eye. And they leave her alone. Now, she's not mean about it. She won't go for the throat or anything, but she's definitely protective. Okay, so Zachary says there's something wrong with his PS5 because when he turns it on, it doesn't go on most. I couldn't see that. It just went by so fast. Hold on, let me back it up. It doesn't go on most of the time. You have to plug it off. Yeah, I don't know what would cause that. I don't know what would cause that. Maybe you have a faulty plug. I would have your dad check that instead of going ahead and plugging and unplugging, Zach. I would, you know, I would have your dad check it. Yeah, as Nancy says, it might have a short in it, and if it continues to be like that, it could short out the machine. Do you have it in a surge protector, by the way? Because, thunderstorms and things like that can zap an appliance. We have our TV and our PlayStation plugged into a surge protector there, you can see. That's Daddy's play toy, his PS5. Doggy Daddy is a gamer for sure. A cord is an easy thing to replace as long as the cord doesn't cause a problem. Hi, Earthflow. Thank you. Thank you. This is Lucy. Lucy's my baby girl. And she is, well, I don't know what you'd call that color. Actually, we had her DNA tested, and she, if you went back and looked at puppy pictures of her, she is a merle. So all of that coloring on her back is merle. She has the blue merle traits on a tan dog with piebaldism. Isn't that interesting? These spots here, it's piebald. She does not want Maya close to her. Maya's over here with girlfriend. This is Maya. She's my other merle girl. She's a blue merle. She's 5 years old. And she is my smarty pants and my playgirl. We have Ozzy over here. Ozzy is Lucy's half-brother. They have the same daddy. His name is Pathfinder. And they have different moms. But they were born 2 days apart. And we fell in love with Lucy. And then I was worried that she would get rolled by this girl. So we got both of them. And we have one more that's nom-nomming behind me. And I'll turn around in just a second so you can meet Loki. Oh, all right. She's going to get Humpty Dumpty with girlfriend, so I'm going to see Loki over here. This is Loki. Loki is my 3-year-old. He's going to be 4 in June. I can't believe it. My buddy. My freckle-nosed chocolate boy. He's a teddy bear. We were talking today about how, it's funny when you name a puppy. He was so full of juice and so full of, craziness when we first got him. So we named him Loki. And now, that was a mistake. We should have called him Lazy. Because this guy has matured into almost being the king of the lion pride. And all he does is lay around and wait for the females to appease him. Doggy Daddy says that actually he's not laying around. He's just charging so that when he goes outside, he can run the fence and chase the cars. Because that's what he likes to do. He likes to test his mettle against the cars that drive by. We live on a dead-end street, so have a chain link fence, and he will run majestically. Yes, Loki is Loki. He's gone from Loki to Loki. He's a good boy, though. He's my teddy. He's my teddy. He was a good boy. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. He's pretty calm. It's funny. I was also watching this video, and it was of how protective would your dog be if someone came in your house and tried to do something to you. And this video had it was an older dog, but it looked like a Labrador, maybe a Lab Retriever mix, like a golden mix. And as soon as the intruder, it was a faked, but as soon as the intruder came into the house to get the owner, that dog ran out the back door and wouldn't come back. That was kind of funny. It was like, see ya, okay, the silver is over there, and I'm leaving now, so do what you want. So, and then it went to the next one, and it was a pit bull, and the guy sitting there, of course, he's like, yeah, I really do think that this dog is going to protect me. And person comes in, dog puts its nubbins down as far as it could go, head goes down to the floor, and it's slurming its way out to another bedroom or something. I mean, it was just like, there he is. You could just, whip his hiney, but, leave me be. I'm just over here. I'll just be over here. And then this lady had these two little dogs. One of them you could tell was an absolute little Chihuahua. It was a little smooth coaty. And the other one was, a little bit bigger. It looked like it was a mixed Chihuahua. Somebody came in, put their hands on that woman, and those Chihuahuas went right after it. And they tag teamed it too. It was like one of them would rush up, and as soon as the attention was on it, the other one would come up from behind and try to get it. And they were very, very protective. That's what this one would be. He's lazy on the outside, but he's very protective on the inside. And he would be the first one that would throw himself at a stranger. He just would. When I have people come in to visit in the house, I have to introduce him in a special way. Now, once he realizes that you're supposed to be in the house and you're okay, you're cool, then he's very loving. He's very loving. But he's not real loving to strangers. And I don't really mind that, as long as, when we hand him off to the vets, when we hand him off to the vet techs, when we hand him off or let somebody pet him, that he's not, he's not aggressive, but he will protect the house. So what a good boy he is. Maya's about the same. Lucy is a siren. She is a siren. She will not stop barking. So she's my little, she's the alarm. But this guy he's my lazy protector. The king of the pride only comes out and shows his teeth when it's absolutely necessary. That's him. Okay, Maya's decided that she would like to chew some more. Yeah, this is their treat time today. And this is kind of giving my my face and everything else a break from being sat on, because I have 4 Velcro dogs. Oh, you guys are getting the ASMR from all over here. Yes. Lucy says hi. Loki's all business with that bone. Now you got me focused on listening to him. He is all business. Lucy looks more loving with her bones. She's like, oh, I love you, Bone. I love you, Bone. Get in my belly. You're so delicious. Thank you for coming in and getting between my paws. Yeah, she's loving it. And for Oswald over there, I really enjoy giving him this after I put the toothpaste on, because he is really got it in his back teeth. He shoves that thing back there. I guess all of them are. There's Maya doing it. And all you could do is hear Loki. He's holding it between his toes. Oh my God, that's funny. Let me see if I can. You see his feet working it. He's holding on to that. Yeah, if I post it, Zachary says I should post an ASMR video of the dogs gnawing. ASMR, ooh, is a tough subject. There are so many people that love it, but if I was to start that and going, he's eating his bone. He's eating his bone. I think Doggy Daddy would stroke out. I'm trying to close that back up. He would stroke out. He does not like that. So yeah, no. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to keep up with the conversations. On the phone, it's hard to absolutely follow it sometimes because you got to call up your keyboard and then you type what you want to type. And it seems like you're behind everything right away. It's impossible to do it on TV. It really is hard to do it on TV. And I mean, there are some people I think that can have a keyboard hooked up to their TV and use it more or less like a computer screen. That would be cool. But yeah, most people are just using their remote and surfing. Watching your YouTube on PC, that makes it super easy to see the video and respond like super quick. I used to watch a lot of Porter's live streams that way so that I could moderate for him. Yeah, but a solid ASMR video, I don't know, that's an acquired taste. And the funny thing about YouTube is when you start yourself with a certain flavor of video, and you just really hope that that is what's going to make people want to stay with you. And then you continue to serve up the type of video that you want to. If you start to try to catch a wave, you don't know whether you're going to still please the people that normally would come to your channel. So see, Pappy's chatting on the computer, but you got it on the big screen. So yeah, it makes it a lot easier to follow. Like even if you have one of those little notebook tablets. I only do YouTube. I do have an Instagram, but I don't routinely keep up with that because I wouldn't be able to keep up with my YouTube comments. And I have a small following. I have done what I call well-chi checks. It's like a welfare check where I will send him a message and just ask him how he's doing. And the last time I sent that out might have been around the New Year, and he really didn't respond, so I don't know how he's doing. I'm curious. I mean, I'm always curious. I do follow his channel. Yeah, a lot of channels are kind of gimmicky. I mean, when I do my content, I mean, I like to show, funny things. A lot of times when you're doing a short, you can actually use, a short that somebody else has done that was kind of funny, and you put your own dog in it and you kind of make it yours. And, I've had some success with doing that. I like to do videos that have, um, songs associated with it. I do like to do the walking videos and the playing videos and things like that. And I like to, to put it to some music and make it kind of theatrical. Those are the type of things that I normally do. My live streams are really laid back like this, where you guys have just a place to come in here and chat about your dogs, chat about all the people that we communally know. And, it's a gathering place for us. For us to talk about them. Oh, I was touching girlfriend. Sorry. This is for Auntie Deborah. This is what she comes for. Say hi to Auntie Deborah, Maya. Maya. Hi, Maya. Hi. Hi. I know. It breaks my heart about Andy too. So much has changed for him. And sometimes I think change is difficult for him, just like it is for everybody else. Okay, trying to switch over so everybody can get a different look at the different dogs. Have not heard anything else. I know that Porter, I think, is a solo dog right now. I don't think that they have any other animals. Polly went to a lady who had another senior dog, and she's pretty happy. She gets a lot of lap time and stuff. And May went to a farm that has acres and another dog for her to play with. And May, I did see a photograph of her, and she was absolutely thrilled with just running free like huskies like. And they're really enjoying these bully sticks. When I give them these bully sticks without a holder, I have to make sure that I pick them up. We all have some sort of mental health thing going on. So funny, it used to be, when you're growing up, at least for me, I was like, oh my goodness, if somebody had some, mental thing going on, they were cray cray. And now as you get older and you go through life and you have your things happen to you and you go, oh my God, it's would be abnormal for somebody to be normal. Everybody's got something going on. Yeah, I usually direct message him when I talk to him, because we had we have a friendship going on that about the dogs that was and still is pretty special. He's got a piece of that bone just hanging out of his front teethers. I'm gonna have to pull that out of there. Did somebody come by? Did somebody come by? Did you hear it? Did you hear it? What was that? What was that, Maya? Your ear cones are up. Cray cray. Oh, I've definitely got some fruit and nuts in my cake. I am fruit cake. That's sobering when you turn around and you go, oh, hey, I'm definitely fruity. I've been fruity. I just never really recognized it. Oh, well, thank you for following me, Zachary, on the Instagram. Like I said, I'm rarely over there, because when Facebook Meta took that over, I don't know, it just got too confusing for me. like YouTube because I just go and I post, and I don't have to worry about monitoring several copies of what I've done. I mean, I just don't seem to be that adept right now. I do. I have a way to reach him, so that's what I said. I messaged him um, last time and did a Welchie check to find out how he was, and I didn't rightly get an answer. So usually, that doesn't set off my alarm bells real quickly because I do know that he was, changing, areas, and he was looking for another place to live, and everything's just kind of gotten a little unstable right now. I don't think we know what pot to boil water in and what window to throw it out of these days here in the United States. Things are so wonky. You don't know what the markets are doing. You can't tell, you know, it's definitely not a good time to, to build anything or try to remodel anything or try to, I don't know. It's just weird. And all of those things mixed together give us people with the cray cray huge amounts of dumping anxiety. No, Andy does not do well with all that. Neither does Mary. So. Yes, I do have. I have an Instagram. It's another Chihuahua Dog Life one. It's the same avatar that I use for this one. With Maya's face with pastel behind it. I don't post, like I said, I don't post very much there. When Andy was doing a lot of posting for himself, I was, modeling a lot of, we were similar in what we were doing. I think I was more artsy fartsy than he was. But when he decided to do his cinematic stuff and tell his stories, he was hilarious. All I could do is think of Andy in that dog cage at the vet's office, and that just cracked me up. I was dead. I mean, he is so funny. He's such a funny guy. Um, but we were similar, but still our content was different. And so we just developed a friendship. So yeah, I do have a direct line to him. I can't call him on the phone or anything, but I mean my messages should pop up on his phone. But I give him the time and space to respond. He's got Ozzy's got all the little hangers. Now look at him work that thing. He really loves that thing. He's funny, but he's sad. He's very open, about how he's feeling about whatever he's experiencing in the moment. Women tend to mask that stuff. It's like we can put on a happy ho-ho face for just about anything. Look at him, his teethers. His teethers are pretty clean. Of all the dogs, the vet says that he'll probably give me the most mouth issues, like Stewie did. Oh, I can show Lucy. Let's go over here and see Lucy for Peppy. Hi, Peppy's daughter. There's Lucy. Say hi, Lucy. Lucy is not wanting me to have her bone. Here she goes. Here's your Lucy. Oh, Lucy. Now I've got to take it. Come here. Let me have that. Oh. Wait. Lucy. Come over here. Sit. Wait. There's Lucy. Look at that bright face. I love that face. Oh my gosh. Come here, Lucy. You can have it back. Now she's gonna fight with Maya over here. Yeah, her coloring, she is like sometimes I look at them and I think, of course, I think of food because they're delicious. But so she's like little snickerdoodle, cream brulee, delicious. And she is delicious. That's my armpit dog right there. So she's got piebald on her head, which is that white. It's like having vitiligo, and then the hair turns white there. I was surprised to see that pop up on her DNA. And then she's got the merle in the back. She looked like a little lion cub. She still kind of does. She looks like a little lion cub. She has a little dark fringe around the ears. Hi, Scott. Welcome. Thanks for joining. We're sitting here having our bully stick chat time. Yeah, Lucy's really into it now. Loki just gave up. He gave up his. He saw Maya had left hers. Oh, I care for my babies. I do. Look at this. Is Maya. Maya just wants to play now. She's done with her bully. Are you ready to play? Do you want to play? Lucy says, "Get away from my stick, Maya. Get away from my stick, Maya. Maya, you have a toy out here. Go get girlfriend. Go get girlfriend. Go get girlfriend. Go get it. Go get that one. Get girlfriend. Get her. Go get it. There's a hedgehog. Go get the hedgehog. Go get it." So that's Maya. This one's Lucy. And then we have Loki. Loki's 3. Bye, Peppy. Have a good week. 15 years old. Tinkerbell. Oh, how sweet. How sweet. Tinkerbell's going to be 15. Oh, she is 15. It was yesterday. Oh, that's so cute. So that's why you were absolutely in love with Pica and Stewie, because they were little old seniors. So it's Trilly. Is Tinkerbell? Oh, Maya just brought me the hedgehog. Do you want to play, Maya? Do you want to play with that hedgehog? Come on. Yeah, Scott, I have some pictures of my seniors. They recently passed since we've moved here. Pica lived to be 16, and Stewie passed at 17 and a half. So when we get a baby, we keep it from cradle to grave. So Maya is 5. I can't believe 5 years has gone by. I have puppy videos of her on the channel because I'm a longtime YouTuber. So we have pictures of her growing up. Oh, and she's really special. Oh, thank you, Scott. I've been putting up, I started, Marlene was the first, of putting up, I put up a memorial of her dog. She sent me some pictures of Allie, and I put that up, and that was for Marlene. So that was her dog. It was like a Fan Friday thing that I was going to do if I get enough photos. The email to send those is Chihuahua Dog Life at gmail.com. And that is my channel name at gmail.com. Stewie was a sweetheart. Stewie was so special. Sometimes when I'm going through and looking for video clips and ideas of some things that I want to do, I come across his little self. It's so funny. I mean, I was watching some of my older videos too, and he's just prancing around, and you could really see, the difference in him, from age, I'd say 15 and, almost 16 to 17 and a half. Those are when his senior changes really, really kicked in. And, while he was always our adorable boy, it was hard to see him when he went blind and was having trouble getting around. But we always, always, always loved him, took care to make sure he was always safe. His tummy was always full, and he always had love. And when it was time for him to go over the bridge, we were the ones that were holding him so that he was safe when he went. Maya has switched up. She is tired of chewing her bone. She wants to... Do you want to chase the hog? Do you want to chase it? This is my play girl. She's never tired. She always wants to play. It's just, if you pick up a toy, she's ready for it. The other ones, actually, they don't play as much because as soon as I pick up a toy, whoop. Yeah, it is really, really hard when they go blind. We had to protect his eyes as well because when they're trying to learn the house, if you leave something out that they're not accustomed to navigating around, they'll run right into it with their eyes wide open. So we had to be very careful with our Christmas tree and, just about anything else. Oh, Alessia says that she would dream about Pica and Stewie. Oh my goodness. When I go back and I look at my channel, I have a trailer that kind of plays, and it has Pica on there when I was doing the Pica voice and I was giving her some treats. Hey, Pica, you want a treat? All the dogs like that voice, so, I have to use it judiciously. Yeah, all the dogs like it, don't you, Maya? Maya, you want to give me the toy you want to play? Huh? Well, I was talking to Pica with that voice, and she was looking at me and wanting that treat. Oh my goodness. Well, Pica went deaf and blind, so she couldn't hear us long before she actually lost her sight. She went deaf first. And that was hard. That was hard because, you never really want to sneak up on them when they can't hear you coming. But then when they can't hear you and can't see you coming, that was really, really tough. But she was still my snuggle bug. You're in the right place. We have a lot of friends here, Scott. You're most welcome. Yes, you're in the right place. Go ahead and subscribe. Hit that like button. You will love the videos. No, I have the doggy voice. I mean, it's almost like, when you go and you talk to a little kid and it's like, hey, honey, would you like to have, a pretzel? Can I get you some Cheerios? Would you like a Cheerio? I mean, you have that little voice that you use for the kids. Yeah, I have the dog voice. I talk to them like that sometimes. I do. I talk to my babies. Oh, that was shameful. It was. Do you want it back? I give to you if you're a good boy. Are you a good boy? He says, I don't know. Maybe I am. Here you go. Maya says, I'm a good girl. I'm a good girl. I'm a good girl. She likes to play hand games. She likes to do hand fights. This girl's a muffin. She is so smart. You use it on people. If I used it on people, you know what? That would be funny. If you spent like the whole day just going around, you'd be at the gas station saying, I like $5 on pint 5, please. And I'd really like a Snickers. I'm hangry. Can I have a Snickers? I mean, that would be funny. They'd be like, oh my God, did you hear that woman? I bet you her husband just wants to club her with a bat. Jeremy knows all about my animal voice. Look at her. She is so spunky. This one. Oh yes, Bernadette from Big Bang. You know what? I love her.
I love her. It does sound like Bernadette from Big Bang. And I can keep this up all day long. I could. It could be my regular voice, couldn't it, Maya? Is it? Is it?
Yes, it's my Bernadette voice. And I had it long before Bernadette. I'm much older than Bernadette. That's funny. Yeah, I do. I've seen several shorts with Bernadette. I love that show, by the way. That show is so funny. Sheldon, oh my God, he's so funny. Kaylee Coco, she's so funny too. Look at that spunky face. I love her face. I love her face. She's just crooked in all the right spots. And she is so funny. Maya, are you going to go eat me? You're going to eat my fingers. You're going to eat them all gone. You hear her little play growls? She's very vocal. Give it to me, Maya. Give it to me, Maya. Give it to me. Give it to me. Tell me. Tell me all about it. She is just a vocal chick. You can't tell me she doesn't love it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You had a cat that lived to 23. I had a friend, her cat also lived to a grand old age like that. I couldn't believe it. It was just really hard to believe that that cat lived so long. I mean, it's a gift. My daughter has a bunch of cats. She's a true cat lady now. I don't know. I don't think there's ever been a cat that she couldn't pick up. So she has a bunch of them. Kitties can be extremely long-lived. Now Chihuahuas can too. I've heard of some Chihuahuas going up there in extremely old age. Who knows? Maybe we'll get there. I hope so. That's why I take such good care of their teeth. Because one of the problems that you have with small dogs and Chihuahuas is dental care. Once their gums and their teeth start, going bad, rotten teeth are something that gives your dog systemic illness. So I was really happy that Stewie lived as long as he did, because he had terrible teeth. But these guys, I'm trying to keep everything together. So I learned my lesson early on with Stewie and Pica that Chihuahua teeth are no bueno, no good. Doggy Daddy won't let me have a cat. Yeah, Stewie lost all his before he got to be, his age. But what happens, and this even happens with humans, if you get gum disease, is that bacteria can get into your bloodstream, and what happens to Chihuahuas is it very frequently does, and if they develop a heart murmur, which even people can develop a heart murmur as they get older. Or get sick, that bacteria can It's just like humans. Yes, Scott. That bacteria can just lodge itself into one of those heart valves, and then it begins the damage. And a lot of the Chihuahuas will get CHF, which is congestive heart failure, because they're the chambers of their heart have to work too hard, and then the heart gets too big. It gets too big for the chest cavity, even. And when it's that big, it can't work efficiently, and then they have to go on medication. And I had two Chihuahuas that needed to go on medication for their heart. That was Moxie and Pica both. Stewie was spared from that, even though his mouth was a tragedy. No matter what we tried to do with the first vet office that we had, they did not tell us about. I brought him in there specifically for that too. I was like, oh my gosh, doctor, his mouth smells like hot garbage. No matter what I do, no matter what I give him, I could give him a Tic Tac and it wouldn't work. What's going on here? And he was like, oh no, he's fine. And that was when Stewie was like 3. And that's not normal for a dog's mouth to smell like hot garbage at 3 years old. But he didn't do anything about it. So when we moved, and when we moved to Maryland, we got a different vet office, and they immediately said, this dog needs a dental yesterday. I mean, he's got some problems. And so we started doing the dentals every year. And that did help. But the damage really had already been done. So now with these pups, we get a dental done every year, starting from 1 year old. That's when they start that. And we also give them regular tooth care at home. Yep, Stewie. Yeah, once they lose a bunch of their teeth, their tongue doesn't really want to stay in their mouth anymore. And Stewie's used to hang out, and so did Pica's. At the end, it's kind of normal for the seniors, and we just love them anyway. There's nothing that these dogs could do that would make me stop loving them. My babies. Better cleaning her little face. She's a sweetheart. My Maya. You're a good girl. Is your face clean? Is your face all clean? Did you clean it? Pretty soon we're going to be getting our springtime bath. When it gets warm enough. They've gone the entire winter. I don't bathe them like all the time, unless they go out and roll in something stinky, which Maya did do last year. She rolled in some stinky, I don't even know where she found that. It was so grody. She came in and she just smelled, like she had found the dump and just went and, that rolled in compost or something. I mean, it was awful. But for the entire winter, unless they need a spot bath, for whatever reason, I won't bathe them. We don't want to give them all dry skin, and their coats are in good condition, and they don't smell. So what's funny is you don't really realize. I know you guys are still talking about tongues and teeth. You don't realize how long a dog's tongue is until it won't stay in their mouth anymore. When you see how long that thing actually is, they could be frogs. They could jettison that thing out, get a fly, and stuck it back in there. They have some long tongues. I could see it on full display when I gave him his strawberry. That tongue was coming out. It must have come out 4 inches. And you worry about those tongues at that point. You go, oh my gosh, honey, can I dip your tongue in water? It looks a little dry. Can I put some coconut oil on that? What can I do to make it more comfy for you? That's what I would look at. I would look at Stewie, and I'd be like, "Oh my gosh, his tongue looks a little parched. What can I do to help him?" Stewie alternated from, dry tongue to, to slobber. When he really started licking, oh my goodness, he would give me some kisses and that tongue was still like 4 inches long. It was a different experience than getting a kiss from a dog with teeth. Maya's come up in my face. She's getting some kisses. She's giving me some loving too. So she's licking my hand, shaking the phone. All right, guys. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up today. We've been on for an hour and 10 minutes. And so that's a good coffee time. I have enjoyed all of the chat with you guys. And we will be back, as we always are, next Sunday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern time. Yeah, Annie Deborah says Mommy's girl had bad teeth too. Yeah, it started late. You just don't think about it. I didn't think about it. My first Chihuahua didn't have teeth problems, so I didn't worry about it. And then when Stewie came along and I was told it was not a big deal, I was like, what can I do? I wasn't given any guidance at all. But so don't worry, Annie Deborah. And I'll be looking out for some more of your photos. Maybe I can send you an email with the best way to attach photos to an email and send it. So I'll send you some instructions. Scott, it was very nice having you. Thank you so much for popping in, spending your Sunday with us. And like I said, we do this every Sunday at 3 p.m. We have the same group of lovely people that join us, and we always hope for more people to come in and say, hey. So, thank you so much for choosing to spend your time with us. So we will see you guys next week, same bat time, same bat channel. And yeah, don't forget to leave a like. Thank you. See y'all next week.